right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, and teaching the truth of the folk on the earth, showing sincerity, man. Risking their life to do so week in, week out, and prophesying the downfall of this kingdom, man. So this is another lesson. Basically, it's something that was on my spirit. It's something to rejoice on, man, because I was on my way to work, and basically, I was riding down 79th, and I looked to the left out the window, man, and I seen Esau. You know, it was basically I seen the Satirians, the cops, arresting some people, right? And I looked over, something just crossed my eye because I kept looking at the lights flashing. And I looked over, it was Esau, the Caucasians, the so-called white people, man. And that's beautiful because guess what? The Lord said that these curses shall fall upon us and fall upon the other nation, man. And you're starting to see these things happen on a mass scale. I believe, Esau just got put in prison. I forgot the name of the dude. Damn, it's breaking news too, man. Salakia, my mind troubled me, but it's breaking news. One of Esau, like, top person got killed to Jake, I believe, or something like that, and they censored him, but they only gave him 10 years. But like Jake would have did something like that, man. Hey, we would have got life, probably executed, man. See, that's how you can tell who is ruling. The more and more you see these things playing out, the more and more you starting to see the hypocrisy of this man. This man is the biggest hypocrite of the world, man, and he's in the rulership. So he set the laws. He set the law of the land, man. But guess what? These laws are starting to fall back on Esau. Let's get that scripture. These things are starting to fall back on Esau, man. Now since the society is collapsing and the economy is doing bad, you're starting to see Esau, all these other different nations, the Arabs, the Arabs, moving to the hood. So when you go to these local grocery stores like Walmart or Target or Walgreens, now it's starting to be diverse. Because, hey, I'm going to tell you, in Chicago is one of the most segregated cities in the world. But now, look, when you go to the ghettos, or you go to the low end, or you go to out west, or you go anywhere, man, you're starting to see a lot of these nations, like so-called white people, Esau, Arabs, all these other nations in the hood. Because guess what? They can't afford certain things. Jobs, they don't have them big $50 or $60, $70,000 jobs no more. Because the society is collapsing. With this terrorists, with these things that's happening on the earth, Babylon is falling, man, like the Lord has said. But let's get into this scripture. I don't want to make this long. Just something I was touching on that was on my spirit. This Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. It says, and the Lord, the power will put all these curses upon their enemies. And that's what it was. Just on that trail, but just on that incident riding down 79th, I seen the cops putting in handcuffs 3 Caucasian people, man. And they was in full handcuffs, man. Man. And that's beautiful. You should praise the Heavenly Father because now, hey, the same thing we was going into, we was going through, now they starting to going through, man. You can also see a transition of a kingdom when you're starting to see their women going to ours, man. Because back in slavery time, their women come to Jake. Because back in the slavery time, we couldn't touch none of the women, man. They beat us, hang us, lynch us, man. But guess what? Now, Jake is popping their women. It's being known that Jake is walking down with their women, man, and they being subjected to us, man. Because these things is coming to pass. That let's get that, man. That cup is starting to turn. Now they starting to see how I feel the so-called be a nigga, man. This Lamentations 4 and 21. It say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz, man. So be happy. Be happy. Hey, go and live it up. The little time that these Caucasians, these so-called white men, or Edom, the Edomites have, man. Now all you other nations, man, it's not Esau, man. Esau just the one that's ruling this world. But all you nations, go live it up. Live it up. This is, y'all all in cahoots. Live it up, man. Because soon and shortly, the Lord is bringing his kingdom down. You can't do the things you want to do no more, man. I walked into a local just store the other day. This stupid ass man, Ishmaelite, gonna tell me yeah, man, it's getting hard. I said, yeah, it is. He said, man, I'm finna go back to sell drill. I said, you dumb nigga, man. I said, that shit ain't gonna help you, man. But hey, he was telling me, he said, cause I was playing the Clark Kent role. He said, I told him, I'm like, man, that shit over with. He said, man, for who? Not for me. Maybe for you, cause you the one that gotta sell it. I said, me, I don't sell anything. He said, not you, but your people. And that's how you can tell that they look down on us, man. He said out his own mouth, I want the, man, Lord knows, man. But that's how you can tell that they look down on us, man. Because all they do is just drop the drug off, man. And then they get rich off a stupid ass nigga, man. Which all that shit is wicked anyway, man. He's going to get destroyed through the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai and all the rest of these niggas going to do that shit, man. Shit just made me mad. This Lamentations 4 and 21. Because our people is fucked up and corrupt because of Esau, man. All this shit that he put in our hood and these dumbass heathens, man. 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through into thee, and thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked, man. And that's what it is. This cook is trying to be passed through him. That's why you see all these people ODing on opioids, man. That's the new drug, man. The same drug, morphine and shit that used to fuck us up, it's fucking them up. And it's fucking them up on a mass scale, man. Suicide and killing and personal ODing on a mass scale, man. Hey, these things, Esau they don't put in the news. It's all the suicide rate. Salaki, excuse my French. Rate is going up, man. Because they can't afford the things they used to, man. They losing their job. They jumping out the buildings. Because, hey, they can't take the pressure like Jake can, man. But guess what? I got a new flash for you, man. Hey, don't matter. You still going to get this whooping shit stick of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Verse 22. The punish of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away in captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, or daughter of Edom, and will discover thy sins. And that's what it is. Our captivity is almost up. What we went through and these things is get prepared for Esau, Edom, and all the rest of you other nations, man. To be under our foot. To be trodden down. Locked up. Your women ravished. All these things, man. Because you did it to us. And it's nothing new, man. Hey, just because you're in the power seat don't mean nothing. These things, this thing is about to surely turn away from you, man. The Lord ordained these things, man. Let's get a couple more precepts. I'm going to just close it out, man. I ain't want to make a long video, but it was, man, that incident with 79th and that store incident, man, riled me up, man. Because these nations really have a lot to pay for, man. Hey, this Revelations 13 and 9, it say, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leaveth in captivity shall go into captivity, man. And all these other nations, it's no better than Esau, Edom, man. Esau just helping Florida affliction. But guess what? The Arabs, the Ishmaelites, the Caucasians, the Africans, the Chinese, all these people, man, sold us, man. All of them help. We had to build up this country, put us in slavery, beat us and whoop us and all these things, man, all those things, man. I ain't seen not one nation warn us to tell us that we was Israel, that we was the chosen people of the Lord, man. When have that happened? When have you lent out the hand to us? Never. So guess what? These things shall surely come upon your people, your kids, your family, man, and yourself. It say, Revelation 13 and 10, he that liveth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And that's plainly, man. You shot our people down, killed our people. Hey, we're going to do the same thing to you. And I don't care no more, man. Esau can take this video down. Hey, you can't stop this truth, man. These things is true, and you know it, man. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting until our Heavenly Father to establish us back to be a praise upon the earth. We don't have much time, man. Esau knows that his kingdom is falling. It's through. We just think about the times that been transitioned. Back in the 60s and the 70s or the 50s, man, we couldn't prophesy these things on street corners, man. We would have hung us, lynched us, man. Let Jake walk around with a Caucasian woman or anything, man. They would have hung us, cut our private areas off, man. Feed us to dogs. You just think about the movie Roots, Goodbye Uncle Tom, man. Damn, my mind troubling me. I'm trying to name some more examples, but you get the idea. Django. A lot of these movies, man. Birth of a Nation. All these nations, all these things, man. They make mockery of us, man. But it's that's why they don't make certain movies like that, because hey, it riles Jay's spirit up. Some people don't even like looking at those certain things, man. That's why they try to rewrite history. Change what happened. Tell them this happened and that happened. Try to take it out the history books, man. No, these things is going to get out by the man of the Lord, man. I have one more scripture, man. Because when you read in the book of Jeremiah, it show you, give you a list, I believe around the 26 or 27, no, 26 or 25, 24, one of them chapters. It tell you that cup shall pass through the other heathens, man. So this Colossians 3 and 25. But he that does it wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. And there is no respect of persons, man. And that's clear and plain, man. That cup that we drunk, that we surely drunk, hey, they shall surely drink of it too. I believe it's a scripture in Revelations, but my mind is troubling me. Salakia, Akim. But that's just it, man. Happy and be rejoiced, man. Because hey, these things is falling upon our enemies, and surely will come off of us on a whole scale soon, man, when the Lord returns. So with that, man, hope this lesson will edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, the teaching the truth out the folk on the urban insurance city, man, risking their life to do so week in, week out, man. Till next time, I want to say shalom and a ball, man.